Hey everyone, my name is Sean Arnold and welcome to a new episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. Today we are going to be playing with Yugi's toy box. Yugi Moto is the main protagonist of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series and also Yu-Gi-Oh! R. However, he doesn't get as much of a spotlight as Yami Yugi, who we're playing against today. Yugi, however, is the more innocent side of Yami, and one of the things we learn about Yugi through the series is that he likes to play with toys. He's actually a child at heart. And so I thought, what better deck to kind of show off his innocence than wind-ups. So today we are playing against a god deck. As you can see, there's Ra's Disciple and Obelisk the Tormentor, and we are going to be playing against that with a wind-up style deck. Wind-ups are an interesting archetype. They were very strong at one point, and they've kind of been power creeped out of the competitive scene, but they still have a very powerful engine. And so let's get into the game here and talk about what we're seeing. My opponent's played Mound of the Bound Creator. Mound of the Bound Creator is a very annoying card to deal with. It stops level 10 monsters or higher from being destroyed by effects or targeted, which is really annoying to deal with, especially when combined with a god card. So we took care of that with MST very quickly. Over onto my opponent's turn, he's played Big Eye. Big Eye is one of my favorite monsters. I think Big Eye is underutilized and underrated. And so he's going to be playing Big Eye to search the top of his deck, and he can change the order of the top 5 cards of this deck. I feel like being able to stack your cards and maybe dig out for those really powerful name cards is really actually quite strong. My opponent now plays the True Name, and the True Name allows you to guess the card on top of your deck, and if you get it right, you get to special summon or add to your hand a Divine type monster. If you're not familiar with Divine monsters, they are the god monsters, the original god monsters from the original version of Yu-Gi-Oh! You have Obelisk the Tormentor, Slifer the Sky Tracker, and also the Winged Dragon of Ra. Ra, who's also got Disciple called Ra's Disciple, allows you to special summon more, but fortunately I have Vanity's Emptiness on the field to stop my opponent from abusing it too much. Just going through my deck, I managed to search out Wind Up Rabbit. Wind Up Rabbit is an amazing monster. It can dodge pretty much anything in the game. And as you can see, I'm still learning how to use it, so I actually use its effect quite early there. But what it does is during my turn or my opponent's turn, I can choose to banish it and then bring it back to the field during my standby phase. That's a really powerful effect, and what's also great about it is that it isn't a special summon. So as you can see, it comes back to the field even though I have Vanity's Emptiness up on the field. And now, because it has the strongest attack on the field, I am going to attack Ra's Disciple and do a little bit of damage to my opponent. Over to my opponent's turn here, I am really relying on Vanity's Emptiness to kind of keep them at bay, because they need to get 3 monsters on the field in order to bring out those god cards. That's going to be reliant upon special summoning, and that's going to be really annoying to deal with. Holding Arms is now being summoned to the field, and Holding Arms is a monster which can target another monster on the field and negate it as long as it's up on the field. But Wind Up Rabbit does not fear that, it can dodge that quite easily. Now, in combination with Wind Up Factory, whenever a Wind Up monster's effect is used, I get to add another Wind Up monster from my deck to my hand. So, using one Wind Up Rabbit allowed me to search for Factory and allowed me to get another Wind Up Rabbit, which I've just brought onto the field. Wind Up Rabbit is really annoying and really hard to deal with there. It can dodge pretty much anything. It was actually limited at one point because of its strong effect, and now it is back at 3. Fortunately, my opponent can't run over it with big attacks, but even so, I would still probably banish it anyway to kind of dodge any effects and use it as an engine to keep on abusing Wind Up Factory. So here we go again in my opponent's end phase. I am going to use Wind Up Rabbit again just for the sake of popping out Wind Up Factory and search out another monster, and now we're going to search out Wind Up Magician. Wind Up Magician is limited to 1, it is a good powerful card, and we'll see what it does a little bit later here in the duel, but for now, we are not going to bother with that. We're going to keep on poking at my opponent's monsters and destroying their face down, which is Nimble Momonga. Nimble Momonga is an old school card, gives my opponent some life points, and usually would allow him to special summon more copies of Momonga to the field. However, it's not going to happen because of Vanity's Emptiness. That's going to stop all special summoning in the field. So, over to my opponent's my turn again. At this point, I'm thinking to myself, we are in a very strong position, but not enough to take game here. So we're going to keep on poking at my opponent, go back to his turn there, and then he's going to draw an extra card. He sets another monster, and he ends his turn. And at the end of this turn, I choose to activate both Wind Up Rabbits in order to activate 2 copies of Wind Up Factory, so I can get a big search before my next draw or so. So this time, I'm now going to go and add a copy of Wind Up Shark. And then I'm going to go add a copy of Wind Up, probably Wind Up Mouse. Wind Up Mouse, no, another copy of Wind Up Shark will do. Wind Up Mouse is also good, and also Wind Up Shark. They're both very, very good. And to help keep this going, I'm going to play Reckless Greed. That does get rid of Vanity's Empty. It's kind of taking away the soft look from my opponent, but I think I am in a position to win this game here. Both rabbits come back to the field, and now I summon Wind Up Magician. At this point, I now activate Wind Up Shark, who activates when a Wind Up monster is normal summoned, and that is going to trigger Wind Up Magician's effect. Wind Up Magician allows you to special summon a monster from your deck whenever a Wind Up monster is activated. Wind Up Factory starts triggering, and as you can see, my hand is super big right now. I've got tons of resources to use, and so I'm going to just keep on searching out more and more monsters. And with all these monsters in the field, what are we going to do other than starting to XC summon? So first I use my 2 Wind Up Rabbits to summon that Ghost Trick Alucard. Ghost Trick Alucard will allow me to destroy a set card on the field, and I guess you can tell which one I'm going to get rid of. But that is not going to be the last monster we summon for this turn here. We are going to go off into a rank 4 play, and this rank 4 play is going to allow me to bring out one of the boss monsters for the deck, Wind Up Zen Meister. Wind Up Zen Meister has a variety of effects. It allows you to reuse your Wind Up cards, but right now we are just going to use it as a bit of a beat stick, and it comes out with 2500 attack. That's going to end this game here, and we are going to be able to swing for game. Thank you guys for tuning in, and stay tuned for more announcements. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. Here is the deck build of the Wind Up deck which I use in this video. I wanted to make just a quick announcement. I have decided that I'm going to be live streaming over on twitch.tv/TheArnold's every single day at 7 PM GMT. There will be Yu-Gi-Oh! There will be Yu-Gi-Oh! PC versions, and there will be other video games too. If you want to see me test out this deck a bit more and see it in action, tune in later on today, where I will be live streaming later on this evening after this video has gone up from 7 PM GMT. And again, my aim is to do this every single day at that time, if not earlier or change a bit there and then to keep a consistent schedule. If you want to stay up to date with my announcements, also add me on Twitter. Just search at the Arnold's tweet and you can see me there. But as always, thank you for tuning into this video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Take care.